there, I'm Dani Rabin.
I'm Dani Markovitch.
And we are the guitarist and saxophone player for Marbin. It's www.marbinmusic.com. We actually just got back from Cleveland. We recorded Jamie Haddad, the percussionist in Paul Simon's band, and it was crazy. So we're super excited. It's got to be our best one for sure. It's called Sandbox Roll. It'll be coming out this summer. Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I grew up, listening to that music. It's kind of like a dream come true. We've been hooked up through Moon June Records. That's our label. The president is Markovitch, and he's been amazing to us. He picked us up and released our second album, and it's been helping us hooking up all these tours with Scott Henderson, Jeff Berlin, Mike Clark. Now it's Alan Holdsworth, Jimmy Haslip, and Virgil Donati. Yeah, so it's gonna be amazing. Almost all of them. Yeah. I think there are maybe one or two we're not playing. We're not playing in New York City. We're not playing because jazz clubs have a weird thing where it's like they don't really understand the concept of an open.
To April 4th.
March 11th to April 4th. Yeah. So
Excellent.
3 weeks.
Excellent.
No, it's good.
Okay. You're coming to Chicago for that tour.
Yeah, we're playing at
April 1st.
April 1st in Martyrs. It's gonna be
at
awesome.
Martyrs. Okay.
Well, right now in our live band we have Justin Lawrence on drums, an amazing drummer from the south side of Chicago, just incredible. We have Ian Stewart on the bass. We also, on our records we have Paul Werdico, who's a 7-time Grammy Award winner, and Steve Rodby, who's like a 13-time Grammy Award winner, both with the Pat Metheny group. We also have Jamie Haddad, as I said before, play on both records, amazing percussionist, plays with the Paul Simon band.
Well, we call it jazz rock, but we have a lot of folk in it.
As long as you don't call it fusion, we're
yeah,
fine.
exactly. We take it from a lot of stuff. It's not really fusion, too.
Yeah, it's the fusion is kind of like this term where it's like once you're pegged as that, it's really hard to get shows. We found that. And we like fusion, but it's like what we do has more of a an ethnic kind of vibe to it, but not in the way that world music does. I mean, we do come from a different culture, and I think it shows. But we don't. It's not like like Dancing in the Forest kind of ethnic. But
Right.
Also, fusion in the beginning was jazz rock, but after a while it became like its unique style. So that's why we're not really doing it, because we are taking a lot of elements from jazz and rock, but. It's not.
The truth is, it's just kind of highly personal, and just like it's what we like. And I mean, I've been playing for a little over a decade. I guess I started when I was 15, so 11 years. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's been a while.
Fairly well advanced for the time you've been playing, I do have to say.
Yeah, I used to play. I played like 13 to 18, then took a couple of years ahead of us, and then started again in 2021. So 21 till now. So now 5 years. So around 10. Yeah.
Then he
so
spent
3
years.
Break.
Then he had a 3-year break in the army, and he went no saxophone for 3 years, and had to reteach himself at the age of when we met. It was
21, just
6 months after that.
Yeah, exactly. 6 months after we started playing.
I don't know. I mean, I actually still think guitar is the best instrument. So I managed to keep that idea for a long time. I don't know why, but I actually like it. A lot of guitar players are like, oh, it's like horn players. Like, no. It's like the good thing about guitar is that so many people like it that people threw so many millions of dollars developing effects and amps and all this stuff, and it's like such a wide world. We're seeing the saxophone world.
I play soprano too, so it's like
people still haven't figured out how to amplify the instrument. It's because the air is coming from the keys and the bell. So it's like even if you want to do some sort of processing in the 70s, they drilled a pickup into the mouthpiece, and that was the end of the technological evolution of saxophone. Well, we're both Israeli.
Well, funny enough, we both origin-wise, we're kind of the same too, like
Yeah.
USSR and Romania, like half and half.
Yeah, both. Yeah, it's you can see it in our skin tone. That's what makes us yellow.
Yeah. So we're actually the same, kind of the same race, but
Yeah, and you know, but he's more towards the Ukraine. That
yeah,
slanty
you can
eyes.
see. Yeah, my dad, my brother and my dad are more dark.
Yeah.
But I've been in Israel for many generations, so that's like my family, so that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But,
It's all you know. His family started running away a few centuries
way
ago.
before, yeah.
You know, we were late bloomers.
Rich first. Oh, famous, probably famous first.
Yeah, working in fame.
We want to be rich first, but we're probably going to be famous first. Because we understood that when we toured with Scott and we discovered that, you know, those guys are famous, but we're definitely not rich.
Yeah, there's a difference. Yeah. Well, you know, that's the real thing about working in music and, you know, doing this thing. This concept that was very much alive in the 70s and 60s is done now. You know, like people don't tour, and that's a shame because that's the only way people are going to know you. You know, it's like people rely way too heavily on media. You know, they think that like if they're going to get on CNN or Oprah or something, they're going to be famous, which is true, but not everyone can be there. So basically, if we're touring for 300 nights a year, which is about what we're doing, and you're playing for 50 people a day or 100 people a day, that adds up to between 15,000 and 30,000 people a year. And if those people buy a record, that's $300,000 a year, you know, which isn't exactly how it happens, but you know, what we're playing all the time, and if you want people to get to know you, you should rely on social media, on on newspapers, on talk shows. It's going out and playing for people and giving them an emotional experience. And if you're dedicated to what you do and you love what you do and you love to travel and you love, you know, playing for different people every night, then, you know, if you're giving them something that they want or need or react to, they're going to remember you and they're going to support you. And that's what we're doing.
People are really thirsty for this kind of, hungry for this kind of music too. It's like,
Yeah.
we go to places where we never had instrumental music before and we're all super into it. We had shows where we knew 50 people, we sold 50 albums. So
Right,
like
100% of the audience.
Like
bought
pure,
them.
yeah,
It's crazy, you know, it's like, you know,
it's crazy.
people like that, you know, and also it's like they tell me the thing that I like to hear the most, which is like, y'all are different, you know, which is great. You know, it's like, just music. They don't even call it instrumental music. They don't have a word for it. You play just music. You know, it's like, it's fucking awesome because, you know, they're not comparing you to no one else tours.
And we discovered that we actually, you know, it might sound funny, you know, and, you know, going on YouTube on Buzz News, but we're actually the busiest band in the States right now.
Yeah, we're literally, and that's how they advertise, the busiest band in America when we go to venues. And it's, you know, there's something true about it because, you know, these big rock bands, they tour arenas between major city to major city, like Oklahoma, Arkansas,
So it
you know,
do like
Missouri, no one
shows
goes
a
there.
week.
You know, it's like some people do the south, and some people do the north, and some people do cities, but like the small towns, no one plays there.
Yeah, no.
Real work.
No. No, it's not for us, you know. We like playing, you know, and when we discovered we can make money, but that was
Yeah.
now.
Oh, we never lose money. We're very good at money.
We always make money. I would
Always
say.
make money.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, it's given that, you know, we are playing and we like all the music and, you know, we love it, but we pay musicians, so
Right.
it's like the kind of us will.
Right.
Because we can afford them. You know, we don't have good
Absolutely.
musicians because we don't make any money.
But I mean, my favorites are. I mean, I think I'm speaking for
Yeah.
both of us with a few of them, like Leonard Cohen, Johnny Cash, Randy Newman, Sting,
Like Astor Piazzolla.
Metheny, Pat Metheny. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like influences that go without saying, like, you know, them, Hendrix, The Doors, you know, it's like all the 60s, 70s shit. It's Led Zeppelin, it's like, who did it not influence, you know? It's like Beatles, you know?